nous avons bien sûr le privilège d'interviewer Matt Professor, alias Neil Fraser, en présence aussi de son fils, donc chef de file du dub anglais depuis plus de 20 ans et fondateur du label Aria en 1979. Hello, Matt Professor. The name Matt Professor, I mean, it's been following you for quite a time now, actually. When did it really start? I mean, when did people start thinking, oh, this guy is really into electronics and he's going to do his thing? And
I guess it's before I was 13, actually. When I was much younger, because I was always building things, I was always like stripping things down. And I built my first radio when I was about 9 or 10. Then I built some other things, So I was always into electronics more than the average, like young guy. So the name started from then,
Well, I'm a rebel, they up on the street, I'm a rebel, and they are with the Matt Professor. I'm a rebel, they up on the street, I'm a rebel, and they are with the Matt Professor. Well, as a little youth, as a little youngster, me grew up in the ghetto with me two sisters. Me mother, me father, them did under pressure. I want little.
Are you still searching for the man in the radio?
Yes, we're still searching for the man in the radio because, when in our house we didn't have so many technical things. We had two things, a light bulb and a radio. And that was the only electrical things. And I asked my mom, where's the man in the radio? And she was saying there's no man. So I go at the back of the radio and open the radio to look for the man. And then I got licks, and that's when she said to go to the library and read about it, and that's what I done.
First of all, when you got interested into electronics, was it because of the music coming out of the radio, or was it just really for the electronics, for the electrics?
Well, electronics in the 60s when I was a kid was a lot more of a baffling science than it is now, And I guess these days people take a lot for granted. Kids, they have videos, they have TV screens, you've got mobile phones. You take these things for granted. But when I was a kid, these things were all like science fiction. It's like you imagine that there's going to be a phone, for instance, with people walking where you have one and I could call you and you have one. You imagine that. And you don't think it's possible. In fact, it's not possible. So, electronics, not only was it a fascinating thing, it's also a very expensive thing. And because people didn't know so much about it.
How did you then get interested in this music? Because I know you got interested into King Tubby and all these people.
Tubby's wasn't, when I got to England, Tubby's wasn't making music either. That was before Tubby started. When I got to England, the only thing existed musically was soul, R&B, and reggae. I got into music, because that's what music was. You go to a party, and it's either some form of soul or some form of reggae. But reggae was the more popular.
And last of all, could you make maybe a little jingle for Radio Sommière, Radio Sommière, or Radio S. Radio S, that's fine.
Yo, it's the Matt Professor. Whenever I'm in the south of France, I listen to Radio S.
Well, I'm a rebel, they up on the street, I'm a rebel, and they are with the Matt Professor. I'm a rebel, they up on the street, I'm rebel and we there with the mad professor. Well, as a little youth, as a